Past the CSCS. How long did it take you?
Howdy y'all, it's your favorite trainer with a belt buckle. Today we're going to talk about knowing your value as a personal trainer. Whether if you work at a corporate gym like Equinox or Lifetime, you're independent, talk about some books you should read. If you're not familiar with Show Up Fitness, I wrote the book, How to Become a Successful Personal Trainer. The obnoxious persona that I put online is just to mess with you guys. So many people are sensitive today. I have so much fun with this. I want you to be successful, I really do. If you're not familiar with Show Up Fitness, I teach personal trainers. Taught for over 10 years, 20 years as a personal trainer. Can get anyone to pass NASM, ACE, CSCS. That stuff's easy. Certified does not mean qualified. Qualified is your level 1 certificate, and that's what you get when you go through our internship. In person, San Diego, Los Angeles. We also have physical locations in Santa Monica, and we're online. If you want to become the best, you got to show up. So let's talk about this. You want to know your worth. How much should you charge? What goes through your mind right now? 1 session, $115 per hour. 12 sessions, $13.20. You present this to your client. A lot of people will have some type of little worksheet. Here's 1, here's 12. What do you suggest? Bad eye contact or looking around. Their voice is squeaking. No confidence in the presentation. And the client goes, let me think about it. And you lose your shit, or most people even, they'll butt in. Most importantly, when you give this number, shut up, smile. Look at them. Not in a weird way. No, just smile. Which option would you like? You told me your goals were to lose 20 pounds. These are your 2 options. Now, what's going through your client's mind is 115, kind of expensive. If you sign up for 12, it's 110. Now, let's look about this. Now, what if you were to present this? Naturally, you're lured here. 72 sessions at 95, 68.40. So now your clients go, this isn't that bad. Whereas before, if you take this one out, it looks like it's a large number. So now you give your clients these 2 options. This is your sticker price. And now they get to reflect on this. I let my clients think about it. Let me think about this and come back to you. I'll always suggest and have that conversation at that moment. Well, what are you thinking about? You smile. What are you thinking about? No, it's threatening. Let's talk about that. You're right in front of me. What do we need to think about? You told me your goals were to lose X amount of weight in 4 months. Training with me 4 times a week for 4 months is going to come out to roughly 72 sessions. So I presented a plan that's going to best fit your needs. Now, some questions they may have, and it's kind of expensive. Do you have payments? What about offering 25% down? One of our instructors, Josh, teaches outside of Atlanta in Noonan. He likes to do 25% down, and then you can do installments. I think that's creative. You're giving your clients options. Well, what if you work at a corporate gym, like 24, Lifetime? The big 4, 24, Lifetime, LA Fitness, and Equinox. You can't negotiate. You're a level 2 trainer, you have to go with 125 at Equinox. Well, here are some creative techniques that you can do. Don't ask for permission, ask for forgiveness. If you come in as a level 2, no one needs to know you're a level 3+. And so when you go through the assessment, you pitch the 3+ rates. I'm 150 per hour. How do you want to pay for it? And the funny thing is, more times than not, those clients at Equinox, the average one makes over $250,000. They take out their credit card and go, can you put on my account, on my Black Amex? And you're like, it's going to be $5,000. You can't think about your bank account. Think about your clients who make over $1 million a year. If you're making over $1 million a year, you're bringing in over $100,000 pre-taxes, $100,000 per month. Spending $5,000, that's 5% of your income. What about the clients who make 20 mil? I've worked with investment bankers, CEOs who own companies over $100 million. A $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 transaction is nothing to them. So that's what you got to think about. And when you get that first transaction, you're like, oh shit, now I'm confident. I see the value in this. That's why I suggest for newer trainers to go to Equinox or Lifetime, because you're in front of individuals who make a lot of money and they know their value. You don't. Makes sense. You just took a little test, ACE, ISSA, whatever it may be, and you don't know what the hell you're doing. You don't understand anatomy, programming, regressions, progressions. You don't have that confidence. And so when you go to a corporate gym and you're a level 1 coach and you have that confidence and you present to them like a trainer did at Lifetime in Miami, presented his client 140 per session. And the client said, great. So he went back to his boss and said, we got a little problem. Charged my client 140 per session. And the boss said, what the hell? You can't do that. You're this tier. It's only 110. Sorry, the transaction went through. And the boss goes, wow, well, I guess we should just move you up to that tier. You've shown that you can do that. Oh my God, look what happens when you help Nick. Read the book. Great little sales techniques. You're playing the game. And we had a trainer recently in the last couple weeks at Equinox, really creatively printed out the sheet, because at Equinox it's all in the app, the pricing structure. So he printed out the structure. Here it is. And he showed it to his client and said, which tier do you think I am? 2, 3, 3 plus, tier X. And the client was like, you're a stud, you're a hunk. You must be the 3 or 3 plus. And those rates are 135, 40, whatever. And he goes, thank you. I'm actually tier 2, 120. And the client goes, wow, that's a discount. I got to hop on this. It's a creative little trick right there. So these sales techniques can help you in the corporate environment. Otherwise, if you're independent, I don't encourage you to have a sheet that you give. Some people it works for, and that's all right. Usually newer trainers, it just makes them feel better. You have a sheet, you show it to your client, you shut up. Sometimes trainers even go clean up and do some stuff. They let them reflect. That's all right. You have to find a plan that works for you. What I do is way different than you. I have 20 years of experience. I'm very confident. And so I know my worth, and when I present that to my clients, it works for me. If you try what I do, it probably won't work. I've also written a book. I own 3 gyms. We have numerous streams of revenue. So you got to get to that point. So I always encourage you to ask for more, because what typically happens with new trainers, they'll take the lowest denominator, $40, and they just hop on it. And then they get a book of business 5 a.m., 8 a.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 9 p.m., and they spread themselves very thin. They get that first client after 3-4 months that's paying $75, and they go, shit, I want everyone to be paying $75. What do I do? I don't know how to bump them up there. They don't know how to ask for referrals. They can't retain them. Their attrition's very high because they're not a great trainer. So that's why so many trainers fails. They take anything and everything. Get your ducks in a row. Be qualified. Know your anatomy. Have the right connections within your network. Therapist, physical therapist, massage therapist, doctors, chiropractors. It builds up your value as a trainer. The average trainer who you probably worked with didn't have a doctor, a registered dietitian, and a physical therapist like I do. So that's why I am X amount. And present higher than you normally would think. If you're thinking 75, start at 125. How do you really know? You got to reach out to trainers in that area, your market. So if your market is here, that's where you want to train. 5-mile loop, that's what you need to draw. People typically won't go outside of 5 miles. Start calling people. Pretend you're a trainer, you're not a trainer, whatever. Call them up. Type in the Google machine, personal trainers near me. And start calling them. Start writing it out. Get an Excel document. Piece of paper's fine. Start writing it out. Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, how's it going? I was in the areas hoping to get a couple sessions today. What do you charge? Jimmy, these are going to tell you. Trainers that are usually newer will tell you right away. More advanced ones are going to duck and dodge, try to get you in for an assessment. Statistically speaking, you give a potential client the number that you charge, they won't come back because they're just shopping, they're window shopping. So you window shop, find out your market, high to low. Who has the most reviews on Yelp, on Google, Thumbtack? Call all these people. Even better, I challenge you to go get trained by them, because now you understand your competition and what their worth is. So if I know I'm a great trainer and what my worth is, I'm going to go see what the best in this area is. You can go in there and say you're a trainer. I don't encourage it, because then they're just going to smoke you. Most trainers are really insecure, so they have another trainer on their property, on their premise. They're just going to smoke you. So go in as a scientist, go in as an entrepreneur. I'm a crypto manager. They don't need to know you're a trainer. Tell them you want a full body workout, you're trying to lose fat, and see what they give you. A trainer through our internship, level 2 mentorship, did this recently. It was like, holy shit, Chris. This guy was charging $95 an hour and the workout sucked. I said, exactly, that's your competition. You know what your competition's value is now. So when you present 125 and the client goes, oh, it's kind of expensive. And you say, well, you've probably done your research and looked in the area and you got some certified trainers over here. And you know what a certified trainer does, right? They get a textbook, they read it, and they take a test. There's no hands-on learning. The average trainer has never been supervised. It's all anecdotal. I'm different. I've gone through an internship. I have a degree. And you name off your credentials, they go, wow, I didn't know that. Yeah, so that's why these trainers are less than me. When you work with a team, the best, just like, do you want the heart surgeon who's the cheapest, or do you want the best? That's why you came to me. And that's why I'm going to suggest you go with this package, the 72, and it's going to be this amount. How do you want to pay for it? And you say it in a way that is confident, not, maybe you want to do like 72, or like, I don't know, like body language, soft, proud chest, do your posture checkpoint. There's no such thing as great posture, but just come here, boom, boom, oh shit, confident, smile. This is how much it's going to cost. How do you want to pay for it? Shh. In your mind, you could be sweating bullets, shitting up a storm. Think about a basketball game the other day. Flowers, 4th grade, whatever, smile. And wait. Worst case scenario, they say no. Well, guess what? Now you know you're top. Go for no. Great book. The Greatest Salesman in the World. Awesome book. The E-Myth. Fantastic book. Great for entrepreneurs getting into owning your own business. Start with no. Start with why is another great book by Simon Sinek. This one's an amazing book as well. The book has all that and more, especially volume 2. I'm going to have all this stuff in there. Know your value. At a corporate gym, I challenge you to upsell. Go to that highest tier because you're better than the top trainer there. And you need to know that. Go get trained by them. Go to the top trainer, give them $50 cash. Take me through a workout. I want to see what the best tier has to offer. Smile. Get a workout in. Worst case scenario, you get some awesome content in the sense that you learn from them. Cool. Best case, they sucked, which they probably do. And now you're like, wow, that's the top trainer here. I'm going to be the top trainer in 6 weeks. That's my competition now. And I write that out every day on my crazy whiteboard. You have on your walls, whatever, have it in your pocket. I'm going to become the best trainer in 6 weeks. I'm going to become the best trainer in 6 weeks. You say it every single day. Put it out there. You need to put it out there in the universe. Get into your story. Don't talk 50 times or it's like, oh, those little ones, that's annoying as shit. But people who follow you need to know what you offer. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Again, these books start with no. The E-Myth, The Greatest Salesman in the World. Go for no. If you want to become successful, read the book. Get your level 1. Know your anatomy. Upper body, 17 muscles of the shoulder, 20 of the lower body. 8 core movement patterns. Test in front of a panel. It's getting loud out there. I got to get out of here. I got to get my steps in. If you want to sit in or hop on one of our morning calls, 5:30 a.m., walk and talks, California time. Comment if you want that link. Shoot me a DM, showupfitness.com. Thank you guys for showing up. Mwah! Mwah! Woo! Have a great day. Keep smiling.